Hello,
Hello.
hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you as well.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Adrija. It's nice to meet
Adrija.
you.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Dexter. Where are you from?
I'm from India. And
India?
what about you?
I'm from the United States. I actually spent most of my life in Las Vegas, Nevada, but recently I moved to an island in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
um, so I think that you are my first student from India.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know what? It's very common that I get calls from Saudi Arabia, from Turkey, and Brazil. And I even met somebody from Bolivia last week. But I think that you're the first person I've spoke to from India. And maybe it's just because of when I'm available to people. It maybe matches up with their time, but I don't know. So how long have you been learning English for?
Well, I've been learning English for since my childhood. So,
Okay.
and I've joined Cambly like before 1 year, I guess it is past.
1 year in Cambly. And how do you like it? Do you feel like it really helps with you speaking English?
Yeah, of course. Like it has helped in improving my confidence a lot.
Okay, awesome. Do you have a lot of people, like friends or family or teachers that you can speak in English with?
Well, normally I don't speak in English with my family, but yes, I read in an English medium school, so there we try to speak in English with our friends. So, yeah.
Oh, very cool. So is it common to learn English in schools in India?
Yes, it is. Like normally you have English as your first language or as your second language in most of the schools.
Oh, that's awesome. So I saw that you have this YouTube channel. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, I've been doing it since I guess when I was in class two.
Okay. So how many years would you say that you've been doing the YouTube channel?
I guess 8 or 9 years.
Wow, that's a long time. It seems really successful. Some of your videos on there have like a ton of views.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to do something like that?
Well, actually, I just loved teaching a lot, like since when I was a kid. So I always wanted to make teaching videos, and when I knew about the idea of YouTube, I knew that I had to make videos. So my parents helped me a lot, and they bought me a whiteboard and a lot of other things, so that I could make a video. At first, I used to mostly upload science and math videos, but recently I switched to English. Not recently, it has been 1 year, more than 1 year, and
Mhm.
so because of these Cambly lessons, then I shared my English journey with them so that it could help them, and that is how I just love to give anything that is helpful to them.
That's awesome. That's really cool of you. I think that it's great. Everybody from around the world should come together like this, like we are now, and be able to communicate and help each other learn new things. And I love Cambly because it's
Yeah.
just such a good opportunity to meet people from all over the world. And I ask a lot of questions to everybody to kind of learn about their culture and their what a normal day in their life is like, and their country and their government and everything. It's really fascinating. I mean, I can look all that up on Google, but it's so much funner to talk to somebody about
Of course.
it. So your English is really good. That's awesome. You've developed it really well. How old are you?
I'm 15.
15 years old. Awesome. I am 35 years old. So it's cool that we get to, two different countries, completely different ages, but we still find a way to connect. I love it.
Of course, like it's the magic of the internet, I guess.
Yes, it is. Yes, yes. Technology has come so far. It's very amazing. Since I suppose that you are used to having um, technology kind of at your fingertip and these capabilities. But I know
Mhm.
I'm only 35, but even when I was a kid, like nobody had phones. It was very rare that we had phones. We didn't have the internet on our phones. We didn't, YouTube wasn't even like a big thing yet, so it's crazy how accustomed I become to these things. I forget that once upon a time I
Hmm.
didn't even have access to these mediums.
Right. Actually, I hear this story from my parents all the time. Like, you
Yeah.
have in technology, we didn't have it in our time.
Now you make me sound a little older. That's funny. That's cool. So, talking about your parents, what does your dad do for a living?
He has a computer center, like he's a businessman.
Okay, very cool. And what about your mom?
Same. Both of them run a computer center together.
Oh, that's awesome. So they own the company?
Not the company, I'm in the center. Yeah, yes, of course.
Okay.
Like it is a contract between the company, I guess. I actually don't know a lot
You
about
don't
that,
know a
but
lot
yes, they
of.
own that computer center. So yeah.
That's cool. Do you get to go and visit them a lot at work?
Yes, I sometimes do visit the computer center when I return from school. Some days, especially during exams, I just go there for a while and then come to my home. So, sometimes I do. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Um, awesome. So, um, this teaching that you're doing, obviously, you have a passion for it. So, I'm going to assume that you want to develop this into some kind of a career in the future, right?
Of course, like a career of teaching would be really great. I mean, that is the best idea for me.
Okay. Do you have any specific goals of becoming a teacher? Like, would you like to maybe teach high school or go to a college or maybe teach abroad?
Oh, well, nothing like that. I would make sure that I know at least I know whatever I want to know. Like, I can teach anyone if they come to me, for a doubt. I'd love to do that. And I don't really care about where I teach, because as long as I can teach someone, as long as I can share knowledge, is just enough for me.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Good for you. I think that we need more people willing to give education out there, and it's interesting the contrast on how education works in different countries. And uh, because I spoke with someone yesterday from South Korea, which I've only had a couple conversations with people from South Korea because I'm new to Cambly, and it seemed like their school structure and their system and the regard that the teachers get from their government and society is a lot different from in the U.S. So it's very interesting to hear about. Is teaching a very good job in India?
Well, teachers are quite respected by everyone. Like, if they're a high school teacher, and college professors are like the most respected persons ever. But
Hmm.
high school teachers are also like really respected. If you are a teacher, then everyone would like respect you a lot. So yes, of
Okay,
course.
that's really cool. I hate to say it, but in the U.S., the there's a lot of troubled schools. I think the public schools, the kids
Hmm.
are kind of tend to have a bad attitude from my experience in school, and they kind of get away with a lot of being disrespectful. And there's a certain
Hmm.
tolerance level that I think the teachers have to put up with. So I think that it's really good, and I think that more places need to implement that. Teachers are kind of the important thing in society because they're developing a new generation and continuing forward motion for the country. So that's really cool. So let me ask you, what is a normal day for you in India? What's a normal day in your life like?
Oh, well, normally, right now, I am a student, so of course, going to school. Like,
Hmm.
I'd probably wake up at 7:30 in the morning, and then, get ready, go to school. Then school goes on. I come back at 4 in the evening. So from 4 to 10 or 11, it gets pretty late at night sometimes. So 10 to 11 is my free time. So at that time, I like normally do whatever I want. I of course read, I of course study, but I also love to read novels. My best, like my favorite thing to do. I love to sing, I love to listen to music, and then probably play the synthesizer. I'm actually a huge music fan.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so I do those in my free time.
You have a synthesizer.
Yes, I do.
That's really cool. How long have you been playing the synthesizer?
4 years, I guess.
Wow. Okay. Very cool. So I can imagine if you keep at it, you're gonna be really good at it. That's cool. Awesome. Do you have any questions for me?
Of course, you can share your hobbies.
Actually, so I told you that I moved to Mexico recently. I actually came here because I'm living on an island and I'm a scuba diving instructor. Do you know what scuba diving
Oh,
is?
yes, I'd love to do that, but unfortunately, I don't know how to swim. So
Oh no.
I'd love to learn how to swim at first, and then, of course, I'd love to scuba dive because I am extremely in love with the sea beach and the ocean. And,
Mhm.
it's a dream for me to like go underwater, I guess, and see all of those.
Yeah, it's an amazing experience. I definitely recommend that you do it. And you know what? Even if you don't know how to swim well, scuba diving is something that you can actually do
Mm-hmm.
because you have to learn to kick with your feet anyway. So it's not natural swimming like with your arms, and
Yeah.
you wear equipment that helps you stay buoyant at the surface.
Mm.
So it's kind of completely different from traditional swimming. Um, do you live near water? Do you have like the ocean or the sea or something or rivers next to you?
Nothing, nothing, just plain
Oh,
land everywhere. So that is
okay.
why I'm a huge fan of the ocean because whenever I travel to the sea beaches, I actually love it because I don't really see sea beaches quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. So you like just going and hanging out on the beach and seeing the ocean, but not necessarily getting in and
Get in,
playing
right.
because
I
you
love to
can't
play
swim.
with the water, but as I can't swim, so of course I can't go underwater. So that is the thing.
You got to tell your parents to get you in some swim lessons.
I have been trying to find them everywhere. I guess I can. Like, I have to get some free time for that.
I see. Do they have any recreational areas that you can do swim lessons at, like indoor
Yes,
pools?
there are a few like swimming
Okay.
pools here and there, and they give lessons as well.
Okay. Well, good luck on your journey to becoming a swimmer, and maybe one day we can scuba dive together.
Of course.
All right. Well,
It
our
was so
time
nice
is
to
up for
meet you.
today. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great to meet you. Feel free to call me anytime.
of course.
Okay.
Have a
Bye.
nice day.
You too.
Bye.